Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is your personal reading. First of all, I just wanted to say thank you so much for hitting me up for this reading. I'm so blessed to have you following me and to be supporting me with this, and I'm really hoping that these messages will resonate with you. My intention for this reading is just to help you find that balance and peace and get reconnected with your inner strength. So what we're going to do is first we're going to look into your current energy. Then we're going to see what energy is leaving. Then we're going to see what energy is coming into your life. Next, we're going to look into your career. We're going to see what's going on with your talents and gifts. And then we're going to see what's going on with your next endeavor here. And we're also going to see like where you should start, like where you should search, what you should be paying attention to here in your path right now. And that'll take us to the next step. So then we're going to ask if you healed your daughter, and then overall advice. So this should pretty much unlock it. First of all, this is your current energy, and I'm really getting this impression that you have this intimate love connection in your life that is very beautiful, uplifting, romantic, and this is a card I pull a lot for twin flames. So this could symbolize family and the connection you have with your daughter, but I'm also feeling the energy of a male. So if you don't already have this person in your life, then they are very, very close, because I feel this energy of a soulmate around you. So maybe perhaps this is your partner we're talking about here, because it feels like you either are having a partner coming into your life, or there is a partner who has been there and is very close with you. And so I'm seeing this playfulness, and also this ability to remain grounded. Basically, you're in a really good place right now. These waters here do talk about a time of introspection and a time of deep emotions, but the otter represents the ability to stay grounded and the ability to use laughter and use humor throughout your life to kind of lift your spirits. And unfortunately, some people lose that ability altogether. But I see very much that like you are lighthearted, you're keeping things balanced, you're in a good flow. There's a lot of prosperity coming to you. This reading says, the universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. And I'm all like looking at these cards. I'm like, is there anything I missed here? Because this is very different than the readings I've been giving lately. I have not been seeing this in people's current energy at all. So I'd have to say, like, you are in a good space right now. It'll be interesting to see what energy is coming in, what is going to interplay with this, because you're in a very receptive mode. You have a lot going for you, and you're very blessed. And so you definitely have a lot to be thankful for. So, the energy that is leaving your life. I'm seeing this energy of an undying love. Perhaps there was someone in your past you had to let go of, like a death or like some type of severe breakup is coming up. This is a deep trauma coming up from your past. And this is just saying like this is something that affected you the majority of your life, but you're at this point where you understand that the love that you've shared is eternal regardless of the situation. And this is your power. Your power comes from the wisdom of this path that you've walked in life so far. You have a lot of wisdom, I keep saying the word power because like there's a lot of personal power you have within you that's coming up. And I do see a time of creativity in your past. And I think this is talking about like the culmination of the energy that has come about in order to push you in this more creative direction in your life. So I'm seeing that. And I think you've cleared a lot of obstacles in your life. You've made it through a lot of tests, a lot of trials, a lot of contrast. And you're at this point where you're just like, all right, what's next? Bring it. Like, I just feel that energy in you of just like, all right, come on, life, just bring it. And I feel like life doesn't really want to bring it like that anymore. I feel like life really wants to bring you peace. It wants to bring you solitude. It wants to bring you that rest that you're searching for, that tranquility. And you are so close. You're going to have to put in some hard work, but you have a lot of personal power, and I feel like, you know, whatever you put your mind to here, you're gonna make it blow up. I feel the energy in you that I had like right before I started this channel, and it is doing so good. And you know, usually this follows some type of big death in your life, you know, some type of period where things were a little bit rough, or like you're realizing that like everything around you isn't really in alignment anymore. And that can be hard to basically start feeling that disresonance with what's your surroundings and everything. But I feel like you're very much handling this well. This is the energy that's coming into your life. Like there's this peace card coming out. Like I feel like you're very much interested and intrigued by this new journey. Of course, there are some fears, and so this card is coming up saying, there is no need to worry as everything is working out beautifully. They want you to continue having this playful attitude and this sense of humor about this new path you're going to be going on. And I'm also seeing, this is really beautiful right here. This pine tree represents strength. The swan means that you've left a difficult time behind. It's a time of to get sustenance, a time to rest, a time to really soothe yourself before you carry on in the journey. So you're not necessarily in a time of solitude right now. You're still like making connections with people, and you're very much working hard in your mind and in your 3D reality on these new plans and everything. But rest is still very important, and rejuvenation and relaxation are coming here for you. I think, you know, if you knew that you were going to have to, you know, back in the day, you know, they just would walk everywhere. Sometimes, remember, they would walk like miles and days and journeys to get to different cities. And I highly doubt that if you knew you were going to wake up tomorrow and you had to walk for 2 days journey, you probably wouldn't spend the few days before running a marathon. You know, you'd want to rest, you'd want to fuel up, you'd want to drink lots of water, you'd want to make sure that you get things all together. And that's kind of where you're at in the journey. It's like you're about to take this long journey. It's going to take a lot of strength from you and endurance and willpower to see it through. And it's a journey you're going to have to take step by step. And this is the time for you to kind of like rest up and prepare. And so we're looking into your career, and there's this card coming up that says you need to make a decision. So yes, this energy is very intense. You have a gift. It says you're good at helping, counseling, and healing children. Use your skills to help heal children now. This doesn't have to mean actual children. It can mean like inner children. I get this card a lot for people who are clairvoyant and who are other like energy readers, Reiki healers, people who do therapy, counseling, nurses, doctors, anybody who's in like the healing arts of sound, people who are sound healers, people who are, oh gosh, there's so many types of healing. Some people invent their own types of healing. Maybe that's what you're going to do. Maybe you're going to invent your own type of healing or something like that. So, this is very much where you're at in the journey. You're sitting here resting. There's like these swords in the background that represent like, you know what? You're just all the anger, all the hate, all the despair, all the depression, all the things that were just like keeping you down there for a while. Those things that we all experience in life, you're kind of letting them go now. And your sights are more set on the future versus the past. And like you found this place of peace, and you found like who you are, like you know what your gifts are. And you're ready to move forward, and it's time for you to make a decision, like how are you going to move forward and how are you going to use this gift. And you know, I have to say, this is a place in the journey where a lot of people get stuck. A lot of people think it has to be perfect, the choice that they make, and you know, the perfectionism is what really gets in the way. To be completely honest with you, my channel still isn't really how I would want it. If I had it my way, I would have like an intro awesome thing. And, you know, maybe some of my messages with my emails would be more automated, and, you know, I'd have an assistant to help me make sure that I didn't miss anything, and I would, you know, there's so much, and I will have those things, like, these are all things I'm planning on, but, you know, if I would have let all of that hold me back from starting this and from doing this, then I never would have started, you know? I would, to this day, still be planning and trying to, like, oh, I can't do it because of this or that, or I gotta have this, and what about this license thing I have to have, and what about this thing I gotta do, and hey, you know, I'm not saying go out there and do open heart surgery on someone without going to school for it. You know, there's some things obviously you need to have a degree in technical certificates and things like that for, but I'm just saying, like, there comes a point where you can't hold yourself back because of perfectionism, And that's something I've learned, and sometimes it still makes me cringe when I listen to one of my videos and I'm stuttering and I'm mumbling, but I decided, you know what, I'm not going to edit it out, because I think it's going to help people to see, like, I'm human just like you, I'm not perfect, and that actually helps people, like, when you're vulnerable. And I feel like this is a huge message for you with your career. Like, you're going to have to be very vulnerable. You're going to have to put yourself out there. You're going to have to be naked, basically, and start from the bottom. And that's a thing that holds people back a lot, is like the fear of, like, starting from the bottom. They don't want people to see them start from the bottom. And I didn't want to either. And I put off starting this whole thing for, like, years, when now I'm just like, what was I even waiting for? Like, who cares who saw me and what they think? Like, I'm happy and I love this and I love to express myself in this way. And I feel like that's how you're going to feel. You're going to, you know, really start thinking with your healing abilities, what just absolutely brings you joy, and, like, what are you obsessed with? I mean, I sit around with these cards so much. If I wasn't doing these readings for you guys, I would be doing them anyways, like, all by myself all the time. This actually is helping me not, like, overthink my own stuff too much. Because there comes a point where, like, you gotta put the cards down and go live your life, you know? But this is helping me so much, and I feel like that's what's going to happen with you. There's some type of obsession, like this soul calling of your, this passion that you would do all the time if you had the chance. And that's what you need to do for others. Like, do it for yourself first. But then, obviously, you have this empathy and this natural need to want to help other people. And that's very important as well. But a huge message here is, like, to do this for yourself first. You know, the only reason that any of us want to be a healer and want to help others is because deep down inside, there's an aspect of us that needs to be healed. There's an aspect of us that wants a healer. So don't forget to, well, you're doing this right now, you purchased this healing service, but don't forget in this process to also seek out healing and to nurture yourself, and to always make that part of your life as you go out to be a healer. Sometimes it's easy to just get caught up in all the people that need your help, but you don't want to be a self-sacrificer here. This is huge for you. So you don't realize it, but this time here in your life is time for you to practice pampering yourself. Practice really good self-care. And, like, you know, this mother here is, like, got her baby all wrapped up and is feeding her, and there's, like, this peaceful energy. And I feel like that's what you need to do with yourself and with your inner child right now. And I feel like you're very good at doing that. But it's just a reminder for you because you work so hard. So next we're going to move on to your talents and gifts. And we've already... Sorry, I love my cards. They know why. Do you see what this card is? This is the arts card. And this is huge confirmation for you. I only have one card in this whole deck that's about art. And the other deck, yeah, there's only, like, one card. So I'm getting a huge message for you that you need to go where the artists are. If you're an artist and, like, you're really wanting to do this, you need to look at where you're living, the town or the city or whatever. Is it really supportive of the arts? Because there's some places that are more supportive than others. And yes, sometimes the cities and the places that have artists, a lot of artists can be very intimidating, but you would be surprised how open and how loving the art community can be. Of course, you're going to have to protect yourself, have boundaries when you're collaborating and connecting with other artists, because we can all be very crazy in our own ways. And but I see here that the right people are going to be drawn to you, and, like, that what you need is connection. You need connection and inspiration from others. I didn't know that I wanted to do this whole Rainbow Harmony thing, or that I even wanted to be a fashion stylist until I started connecting with other creative people. And luckily these days there's so many apps and social media, and you can just DM people on Instagram to ask, like, let's meet up and collaborate. Like, there's so many ways to get connected with other artists, but usually you have to put yourself out there first and become a little vulnerable in order to make those connections. So if you're an artist, I urge you to find a way to express yourself, find your medium, and as soon as you can, put it out there. You know, obviously spend a little bit of time perfecting it, but at the same time, remember, let go of perfectionism. And there comes a point where you got to hit that post button. There comes a point where you got to just share it and just sign up for that gallery show, even if you don't have the right frames or whatever. You know, comes a point where you got to find and look for your own ways to get connected. And the wonderful thing is once you take that action to take that first step, The universe will bring you so much, you know, like, because it sends the universe a signal of what you want. You set an intention, you're like, I want to be in art shows, or I want to meet these artists and collaborate with them, and you like try a little bit to make that happen. Like you DM someone, or you show up at that function even if you're by yourself and feeling awkward. And basically, then all of a sudden you meet this person, and like there's an opportunity, and then you get to participate in this thing, and then someone gives you a whole bunch of free art supplies, and then you discover this whole new type of medium that you never thought you would be into, but someone's like, hey, you want to help me with this? And basically, that's why it's so important to get connected with others as an artist. And if you can't get connected in person, you can always get connected online, and check it out. We're connecting together right now. You already took a really good first step. I'm an artist too, and so I totally understand this journey you're on. I think we have an incredible ability these days now with the internet and how it's working. You can be an artist, and you can make your living doing your art and doing what you love. But first, you know, before this is just like when you manifest anything. First, you need to set your intention. You need to know like what you want to do. Then, what you need to do is, you know, focus on that intention, feed it love, feed it light, positive thoughts, you know, protect it, incubate it, you know, find out what materials and things you're going to need, and then you take action. You buy the materials, or you go to that place, or you hit up that person, and from then the universe will start bringing you some opportunities. The universe will start leading your path, and your journey will start to unfold. And your job is just to continue to put momentum into it and to continue to walk in faith. And you take one step, and the next one will come to you. And here's how it goes. First, you take action, and then the money comes. You know, you can't expect the money to come right away. You're going to have to take a leap of faith and take a huge risk. When I first started styling, I had like this dinky old... I'm so embarrassed. I don't even know why I'm talking about this. But I had this dinky old, you know, steamer, and I had like a lint roller, and I barely had any equipment. And, you know, I would show up at these shoots and these jobs, and I just faked it till I made it, because I really wanted to do it. And I somehow would find ways to land these opportunities. The universe would bring things to me, and I just made it work. The universe is never going to bring you something that you're not ready for, but a lot of times it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be like, you're going to have to like stumble to get the equipment together. You're going to have to like, you know, kind of take some risks. And I feel like that's what this journey is very much going to be like for you. It's going to take a lot of faith. It's going to be a very spiritual path for you. So you're going to have to find ways to chill yourself out. Like some people pray, some people meditate, some people do chanting, some people like swear by like certain hand signs and symbols and like little rituals they'll do, and like everyone's got their own way, you know. Some people pray to Jesus, some people pray to Mary, some people pray to all the Roman gods, some people pray to the goddesses or whatever. I have this angel I love to pray to named Archangel Metatron. He gets me everywhere on time. I don't know how he does it, but whatever. Find your thing. Find your little things that work. Some people swear if you throw your salt over your shoulder, this thing happens. I use my selenite wand to clear people's chakras, and people swear it works. It's all about an energy. It's all about your focus. It's all about your intention. And they're saying like to develop little rituals to bring down like your ideas into the 3D. But yes, they're saying your talents and gifts, you're definitely an artist. Express yourself through your creative activities. Your home situation is changing, probably because of this. So they're saying, don't worry, your home's going to be taken care of. Like you're going to have what you need and what you want. You're being called to walk in faith, you know. You know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. And this is, they're just saying like you need to really get grounded here and trust this path. Every single one of these pillars represents the opportunities that will come to you. So I pulled this card for you, and it's a card from my spiritual gift deck, and it actually flew out. And this card is the divination card. So you have a spiritual gift of being able to recognize and see signs and omens. With this gift also comes the ability to translate these omens. So you must have a very strong connection with nature. You're the kind of person that can notice changes in weather and light. You're very sensitive to your surroundings. So, they're saying look for the signs. This journey, it's like you don't have any path to follow. You went to school and you did the whole like get the degree and get the thing and do the steps and jump through these hoops, but like, you know, now you're not following a set plan or set regimen. You can definitely get inspired by people out there. I mean, there's a lot of information on starting your own business. Trust yourself. Some of it out there is very gimmicky, but you know, why not try some webinars and shops? And I love that girl named Hillary Rushford. She's pretty legit. Hillary Rushford, she's like talking about how to blow up your social media to, you know, when you get to a point to where you want to start marketing yourself, she's got some cool ideas. There's lots of people out there that can connect you with like the how-tos of how to like start your business, like what you're going to do here. But when it comes to like your personal spiritual journey, like they're saying ask for signs, because you have the ability to recognize when something is a sign and to also know what it means. You might just be like, notice one day that there's woodpeckers everywhere, and like you're like, oh my gosh, I know what that means. You know, the woodpecker, it means opportunity is knocking. I just feel an opportunity is coming. And then the next day, bam, your opportunity comes and you were ready because of the sign, like opened your awareness to take it and not be afraid, kind of thing. And everyone else might be like, I didn't even see the woodpeckers. What? Huh? Like, you have this gift. It's very special. It's very personal. The signs are going to be very personal to you. But they're saying follow the signs. Like, all signs have pointed to this path. You've already followed the signs to get here. And guess what? There will be more signs for you along this path. There's a lot of mystery here. I'm getting chills. Chills. Mystery. Something I've been learning a lot in my own path is allowing the mystery to unfold. And I feel like that's what you're being called to do here. Allow the mystery to unfold. So, before you can move on to your next endeavor with your creativity, which, by the way, I do see this is going to be successful. It's going to bring a lot of prosperity to you and your family, because money flows where your energy and passion goes. So if you have a lot of energy and a lot of passion invested in what you're doing and your heart is in alignment with it, it's going to be golden. That's why it's hard to make money and hard to get promotions and hard to move up when you're working a job that's not in alignment with you and it's just slaving away for the man and it's not truly what your calling is. So they're saying, have respect for your path. Even though there's some things you've realized lately that aren't in alignment for you and they've had to fall out of your life, don't forget, there's like little things you've learned along the way that are going to help you as you move forward. Like for me, I learned some really awesome things at one of my jobs. I thought it was going to be completely random. Later, I ended up using some of these skills. So, next, we're going to see like where you should start, like what you should be paying attention to right now in your life. And they're saying just be open because you're going to be receiving inspiration. They want you to spend a lot of time in nature, specifically by water. Spend time near the water, such as a lake, river, or ocean, to recharge your batteries. Allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to see what the next step is for you. This has been a lot of information. What is the next step? Unconditional love. I think you're forgetting how much the universe loves you. You're here for a reason. You're unique and you're special, and you are the way you are for a special, special reason. You've been through a difficult path. I see this blood on the end of the spear. I see recently things have been nice for you. There's a lot of great energy surrounding you, even in your recent past. I don't see anything too crazy, but this is the distant past. Maybe this is talking about your past lives and like your soul's journey here. They're saying the universe knows you better than you know yourself and is going to bring you your heart's desires. And it has along the way. You know, look around and see the love reflected to you. Look around and don't forget the little things. Don't forget the little signs that will be coming to you along the way. Remember this gift you have to show you that you're loved and you're supported. And this says, you're just getting started. Have patience with yourself in the process and don't give up. So now we're just getting a lot of messages about faith, about patience, about timing here. So next we're going to move on now. We still have some overall messages. I got a lot of information here. But we're going to ask if you healed your daughter. So I'm assuming that you've been trying some type of healing, and they're saying you are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. I'm seeing this protection card that you and your family is safe. I'm seeing this connection you have with the divine and like these chakra colors here. So it's making me wondering if you did some type of energy or prayer healing on her. And I see the insecurity card. So they're saying have faith. Have faith in your skills and abilities. I see a healing for your daughter. I do. I'm seeing like this is a message to you to say don't be insecure. Have faith in your abilities. You know, this is kind of random, but the other night I stubbed my toe so hard, and my husband, he does Reiki and he does healing. He just has healing hands. I don't know. He's a very kind, gentle empath, and I stubbed my toe so awful, and he came over and he put his hand on it, and then he like held on to it, and then he like lifted it off, and the pain was gone instantly. And I've had some instant healings in my life, and I believe anything's possible through the power of prayer and the power of the divine, and you know, our healing intentions and love. You know, sometimes I'd have these students, I used to work with children that would be so just cantankerous and just, you know, they had, some of them had special needs, or they were ADHD and things like that, which I understand because I have it, but they would be in these moods where like they needed to be calmed down, and I would pray. Sometimes I'd be like, please God, please calm this child down, because I don't know what I'm gonna do. And it would work, you know, healing intentions, healing prayers, healing thoughts. Love is the great healer. And so the answer is yes. So this is your overall messages. And they're saying the universe has brought you romantic love. The romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. You know, it's time for you to, you've been going through this period of mourning. They're saying it's time to leave that behind, and it's time to start new projects. Look, it's the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. This is the go with the flow card, and this is the easy does it card. The last message I'm going to leave you with is this. There's no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. Peace out.